Hello, and thank you for your interest in the IntelliTank system. This video is made with the well water professional in mind to walk you through the installation process. The system is designed to monitor the water level in a storage tank and provide updates and changes in the water level by way of push notifications to a smartphone, email notifications, and a home unit that provides a visual level indicator. It's not only designed with the home or ranch owner in mind, but for the groundwater professional as well. Of course, the system will be a great value add for the user, but for the groundwater professional, when you register at IntelliTank.com, you will have access to a dashboard where you can monitor all of the IntelliTank systems that you have installed, provided your company is selected in the user's app. We will walk through that a little bit later in the video. But using your dashboard will help generate service calls before your customers run out of water. So let's jump into the installation process to show you just how easy it is to install and start monitoring water levels. So when you arrive to your customer's site with your IntelliTank system, the first thing I recommend you doing is having them go take their smartphone and go to the Play Store or the Apple Store and download the IntelliTank app right away and start the create an account process that we'll walk through in a little bit on the video. That way they have some time to get the verification email and accept that verification while you're doing some of the rest of the other things here. So when you open up the box, everything that you need is included. You get the installation manual and everything packaged up in a clamshell. Quickly go through the components. You'll get a hole saw that you'll need for the remote unit to install on the tank. Now the remote unit comes with standard sensor lengths of 3 feet, 5 feet, and 8 feet long. This is just my demo unit to make it easier to show you guys, as well as 2 AA batteries that will go into the remote unit. Now we recommend the Ultimate Lithium Ion batteries. They hold a lot more energy and will greatly extend the battery life of the unit. You'll have a power supply, an Ethernet cord, and the home unit or gateway unit. Simply install the antenna. And the next thing I would recommend doing is handing the home unit to the homeowner. Have them install the Ethernet cord here, and then find their router. I've got the small extending router here, but it has an Ethernet port on it, so that works. Plug in the power supply near the router. Plug the Ethernet port again into the router, and then the power supply into the home unit. You'll have to orient it just like you would with your cell phone. And then you'll notice that the lights will cycle through, get active, and then that's when the red light comes on, it shows you that it's connected to the internet and you're ready for the installation, to continue the installation process. So we'll go through the app setup right now. So to begin the app installation, go to the Play Store or the Apple Store and download the IntelliTank app as the first step. Once that's downloaded, simply open it up. And here's where it may ask you about sending push notifications. You definitely want to click the allow so that the push notifications will come through. Now, if you already have an account, here's where you can enter the email and password that go along with that account and simply click login. But today we're going to show you how to create account. So click on create account. Type in your email. Now it's critical that you type in the email properly, or a good email that's accessible. You will get a verification email that you will have to click on to accept the app. So here I'm going to type in my email. And pick a password. This password can really be anything. And then confirm the password. Scroll down a little bit. First name, last name, and a phone number, good phone number. Make sure that that's also critical as well. And then click Create Account. So you'll notice it says it's created successfully, and now you should go to look for the email to accept that. Now that I've accepted the email through the verification email, I'm going to retype in my credentials here to log into the account. And enter the password. And now click Login. Now here's where you'll start setting up for the gateways. You notice it says you don't have any gateways associated yet. So click anywhere on the screen to clear that. And click on the plus in the up right corner of the app to start a gateway. Now here's where you'll enter the serial numbers, and the serial number is on the gateway with a red rectangle around it. It's also on the outside of the box as well. My demo unit is gateway number 5, so I will just use the scroller bars here, click 5, and then add gateway. Again, may ask you to use your location services. I just click allow while using the app. So gateway number 5, here's where you're going to register the gateway. So click on the address and simply start typing the address of the home. I'll put in our office address here. Now you'll notice on the iPhone it starts coming up with addresses right away. Once you see yours, just click on it, and the Android does the same thing as well. You want to enter the Wi-Fi name and password here. That will later on in the video we'll show you how to put that onto the home unit as well. And it is case sensitive, so just make sure you get the case correct as well. And then the password for the Wi-Fi. Again, make sure you get that right, and it is case sensitive. And as long as you've registered on the at the IntelliTank website as the installer, your name will come up here as well for to select for the install. So I'll just click WellSense Technologies and then hit Update Gateway. There you go. The gateway is installed. Click on the gateway. It'll take you to the remotes page. Now you notice you don't have any remotes installed yet, so click anywhere on the screen, and again click the plus to add a remote. Now I know on my demo unit my remote number is 30, but again yours will be on the inside of the lid, again with the red triangle around it. Just use the scroller buttons to get to that the ID and click Add Remote. And again, it's telling me that I haven't received any signals yet from that remote or notifications yet. So click anywhere in the screen and you can set your notifications here. Click on the Add. Now again, this is where you're going to add the conditions under which you want a notification or an email or to notify the service provider, the well professional. So clicking Add, you'll notice you can add levels for water, temperature, and battery. So I'm going to click on my first one. I'm going to water level. I want to know when it falls to, and let's just start with critical, and then click on the box for the notifications. And I want to get an email. And let's say I want my well service provider to be notified as well. That would be via email. I'm going to click Add again to add another condition. So I want my water level, and I want to know when it falls to medium. And I just want to be notified via my app. And one more, I'm going to say Add. I want to know when my water level rises back up to high. That way I know my tank is filling back up. And again, I just want to be notified via my app. Then I want to add another one here. I want to know when my battery falls to low, and I want a notification just via my app. And I'll show you what the temperature looks like. I want to know when my temperature falls to, let's just say 41 degrees inside the tank. That's pretty cold for water, and I might have an issue when it goes through the pipes. And again, I just want to be notified via the app. When you're done setting all of the notifications that you want, click Done, and that will take you to the remote selection page here. And I'm going to click on my remote. Now it tells me I haven't received any readings yet. So we'll go back to the hardware and get that finished setting up so that you can get that first reading and your app will be active. So now that you're finished with the app installation, we'll go back to the hardware. The red light should be on here that you're connected to the router still, and your app shows a low or critical water level. And you've clicked OK on the notification that you haven't seen any communication with the remote or notifications from the remote. So what we'll do is go back to your home unit. We're going to take all of the information that you put on the app, is now on our server, and download it to the home unit. And it's important to note, for security reasons, we delete all of that information as soon as this connection happens. So to do that, simply unplug it from the power, wait a second, and plug it back in. It will then cycle through the lights again, and this might take 30 seconds or so to cycle through the lights, connect back up with the router, and we'll download all of the information, including the Wi-Fi. Now is a good time to test the system. Put all your sensors to the top, like in the picture here, and take the batteries and force a notification from the unit. Plug it in, and as long as those are all up, your lights now indicate full. And because I wanted to be notified when my tank went full, I just got the alert on my phone, tap the tank to update it, and you'll show full indication on the app as well. So now that you have all of the Wi-Fi information on the gateway, you can then unplug it from the router, from the Ethernet cord, and unplug the power, place the unit anywhere within Wi-Fi range, and simply plug it back in. It will cycle through and connect to the Wi-Fi, and indicated by the red light. When the red light comes on, you can again remove the battery, make sure the sensors are all to the high level again, replace it, the battery, to push the notification, and that's just to confirm that it's connecting to the Wi-Fi just fine. All the information was placed in correctly. And if you want to play with it a little bit, or have the homeowner play with it a little bit, my unit is set to the demo unit. You see the alert, tap on the tank, and it's functioning properly. My unit is set to transmit about every second or so, but for the stock units, it will transmit about every 4 minutes or so, and that's just for battery life, to push a notification and to get instant gratification. You can carefully remove a battery, place it back in, and it will automatically transmit quickly. All right, so now we're ready to place the unit on the tank. Let's go out there and do that now. So now that you're out at the tank, you have your remote unit, your hole saw, and a drill. Just find a convenient place to drill the hole, making sure that when the sensors come down, it doesn't interfere with any wiring or the inlet for the water, and the sensors are free to float up and down as needed. Mine, here on my tank, I put it on the lid so that I can take it off easily. But I've already drilled the hole, so we won't be needing that right now. The sensors, again, come 3 feet, 5 feet, and 8 feet long. For different size or depth tanks, you simply coil the wires up to the desired notification spots that yourself or the homeowner might want. So I've done that on mine already, and then I just coil them up into a dog bone kind of shape here so that they fit through the installation hole easier. All right, now you're ready to install it. Drill the hole and just simply take the sensors and place them through the hole one at a time. You can let the wires go in and slip it through, and then the threads on the remote unit simply screw onto the hole that you've just created. Very simple, easy to install. Thread it on there. And then if you want, you can remove the lid. Again, remove one of the batteries to test the communication again. It has to be line of sight. Replace the battery. And I know that my tank is not full right now. There's my notification. You can tap on it, and there's my water level. Replace the lid securely, and that's it. You're done. You're ready to take control of your water levels and start getting those notifications as it goes up and down. So I hope that you've learned everything. If not, don't hesitate to give us a call or contact us at support@intelli-tank.com. Visit us at www.intellitank.com. And again, look forward to helping you out, supporting you. Good luck with those installations.